Hello everyone, it's Taria, Goddess of Earth. Alright you guys, I've been having some issues today. Alright, so, first thing, I have tried to do this, I think 3 times, and I'm just going to tell you guys, this is like different for me. This is different than like when I do my readings on my tarot channel. It just shows my hands, you know, and I feel exposed right here. So, especially because I can see myself right there in the camera, and it freaks me out. So just, I want y'all to know if I stutter, if I do not pronounce something right. And I am one of those people, and this is a Virgo thing. My facial expressions. This is why I don't do tarot showing my face, because people always tell me, you know, what is wrong, or I look like I'm mad, or I just have a lot of different facial expressions, and I'm just letting you guys know that. Because yesterday I looked like I was mad. And I wasn't mad, and I want y'all to know that. This is all new to me. I don't like being in the spotlight. I'm the one that likes to be, you know, on the side, okay? And this is like so different. Let's just leave it at that, okay? I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone. So, and it'll be all right. This is something that, you know, this is something for me to work on right here, okay? So actually this is a good thing. All right, but I just want to let you guys know, when I get nervous or I have a little bit of anxiety, I will stutter a little bit, or my words won't come out right. Now we're going to go ahead and we are going to do questions first, okay? I went through all of the comments, and what is it, Bosco? Okay. Bosco's over there. He was coughing, just checking on him. I went through all the comments, okay, and some of the answers it's just too much to put, you know, in a comment, so that's why I'm doing it this way. First off, those of you that are offering to donate decks of cards for people that don't have any, thank you so much. That is so sweet. That is so kind and considerate. I mean, I seen that and I was just like, oh my goodness, that you guys are a blessing, okay? Now, email me if you are one of the ones that want to donate cards. Email me, Taria, Goddess of Earth, @gmail.com, okay, you guys? Now, with that said, some of you asked about donating to the channel, okay? You can go to the About page on Hidden Truth Tarot, and my PayPal account is on there. It says paypal.me/Hidden Truth Tarot, or you can do the Cash App, and it's the $1 Earth Goddess. Okay, that's my I can't even think of what I'm trying to say here. That's the name for that one. Okay. Well, I tell you what, I don't know why it makes me so, it's just so different. It is. But I'm going to work through it. That's why I'm telling you guys about it, okay? And you guys, you left such beautiful comments, and thank you, because, you know, this is all different and new to me, and you guys are so kind, and you are so patient, and it's a blessing, because I know I can get scattered, and it's because things come to me, and I'm very forgetful. If I don't get it out, you know, there's no telling when it'll come back through, okay? So that's, I'm very, very forgetful, okay? Now, with that said, okay, Rhonda Joe, when pulling cards, do you need to have a question? Yes, you need to have a question, okay? That's very important, all right? Another thing, do not repeat it, okay? Do not do it over twice. If you keep doing the same thing and keep asking the same question, that's, you know, you're not listening to your intuition, okay? Leave it alone and come back maybe a week later and do it again, okay? Another thing was do dailies. Do a daily reading every morning when you get up. Journal it, okay? Practice on friends. If you have people you can practice on, that's amazing. I'm going to tell you right now, myself, I go to a tarot reader once a year. And it's around my return, my birthday, okay? My birthday is September the 7th, and that's usually when I go, right around there. I go to this lady, and she does the year spread. She's wonderful. I'm telling you this because we can affect the cards, okay? Or what we want, we can push that off into the cards, okay? That energy. And then the cards will just, you know, show you what you want, or it'll be confusing, okay? And you won't be able to figure it out. You know, most readers have a problem with doing their own tarot readings, okay? Now, I don't do my own tarot reading. The only time I do a tarot reading for myself is if there is something that I need confirmation on, okay? And it's usually what it has to do with, like, a family situation, okay? Or something that's, you know, serious. And I already know, but I'll come up here and I'll get confirmation on it, all right? And that's basically what that is, okay? Because I pretty much try to cut off my stuff when it comes to family. You know, there's been a few times where my son-in-law has been in 2 wrecks in the last 3 months, okay? And I predicted both of them. Now, it wasn't that it was a car accident I predicted. It was something was going to happen. I could feel it, okay? And that's when I'll come up here and I'll do some tarot. And the Chariot kept coming out, you know, an accident. So I was worried about him, but you know, and he ended up having 2 car accidents, okay? But both times I felt it before each time it happened. But that's when I come up, when I have a feeling, you know, something's not right and I can't pinpoint it. I don't know what it is. I'll come and I'll take a look, because it'll show me, all right? And I believe in both of those readings I did, I had the Tower, okay, with the 5 of Cups and the Chariot, all right? So that, you know, and some of you have been asking, how do you read the cards, the energies together? That was another question. Zanoni Purcell explained how cards are read together. You've got to learn and build a relationship with them first before you start doing that, okay? And I will integrate when I do these, all right? I will read these. I'll bring them together, okay? Full circle. And so you can kind of get an idea of, you know, what I'm doing. Now, Francocina, or Frenoino, I'm sorry, I'm probably just making a mess of that. I'm saying it wrong. You were asking about Find Galaxy app, okay? This is what it looks like, you guys. Okay, store. Alright, that's what it looks like. Up there in the corner, it's blue. And when you tap on it, that's what it looks like. Okay, and the thumbnail looks like this background right here. And I believe it's only Android, you guys, in the Play Store. Okay, I don't think if you have an iPhone you can get this app. But with that said, okay, I'm sure in your Play Store, okay, where your apps are at, all you got to do is type in learning tarot, the meaning of tarot, and something will come up, all right? And just pick whatever's best for you, okay, and what works for you. Now, the tapestry. I got this off of Amazon, you guys. All right. She wanted to know that as well. Maria or Idalia Lopez. Is the Fool a Sag sign? No, the Fool is not a Sag sign. The Fool represents Aquarius, okay, and the King of Swords, all right, and the planet is Uranus. And the other cards that are associated with it, I believe, is the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Let me look real quick. And its element is air, you guys. Okay. Janet Cording, Galaxy app on Android. Yes, that's what it is. All right, and then we did that. Now, this is very, very important. Shuffling. Practice shuffling. You need to play with your cards. You need to hold them. You need to shuffle them. You know, if you don't know how to shuffle cards, then you don't have a relationship with your deck, okay? It takes hours of practice, okay? And then when you get that, you can feel the energy in your cards. Like when I'm shuffling, I'll do, when I start my readings, y'all always know, I do 3 of these, okay? 3 of these. Then I end with this. Reason being, the cards will tell me, I can feel it, they pull me. They're like, I'm ready, I'm ready. You know, or they'll keep going and I know they're not ready. If a card flies out, you know, I've got a relationship with my deck to where I know if that card, I need to use it, or if it wasn't ready. And a lot of times I'll hear my guide, okay, say, no, it's not ready, no. And I'll put it back, okay? Because you're going to have flyers. That doesn't mean that, that needs to be part of the reading, okay? That can cause a lot of confusion or just messages that are not going to mean anything to the person that you're reading for. So, you know what I mean? But you've got to shuffle. You've got to learn how to shuffle. Okay? And it, like I said, takes hours. Hours, days, practice. Okay? And you get that. You'll feel the energy off your cards. You'll know when your cards need cleaned. You'll know when you need to let a crystal set on them, or when you need to sage them. Okay, you guys? You know, because you can feel it. Practice on friends, you guys. All right, I'm going to pull this up one more time because a lady asked, she missed the crystals and the colors that were with the Fool. So this is the Fool. This is for you, okay? There it is. Okay, now you may have to pause this because I cannot hold this up here long enough, you know, for you to write it. So you can pause, you know, and on that when you can come back through it and you can write them down. Now, Angela Gagnon, how do you know if the messages are coming from spirit and not you? Okay, when you have built a relationship with your deck, okay, with your energies, okay, when you know the meanings, when you just have that connection, okay, you know. And you know. Whenever you're laying out and the stuff that's coming through, you don't stop and try to think about what's coming through, okay? You let it come through. Just let it flow, whatever comes. A lot of times, I do this every day when I'm doing readings, you guys. The stuff that's coming through, I just let it go. I let it go. And by the time I get done, sometimes I don't even know what the hell I've said, okay? But somebody needed to hear it, all right? If you try to, a lot of times if you have stuff coming through, you stop and you're wanting to analyze it, okay? You're wanting to analyze it. You know, you don't analyze anything from what's coming through from spirit. You just let it go, okay? You'll know, all right, you guys, you will know. We will touch on this later on, okay? When we get halfway through, we will touch on spirits and spirit guides, okay? All right. Samantha Jordan, how to protect yourself from negative energies. Okay. Crystals, your aura. You know, our aura has layers upon layers of different colors. You know, if you are feeling depressed, you know, those colors change. Now, negative spirits, okay, or energies, they attack when they see, you know, where you may be dealing with a lot of stress or anxiety. And that's when they try to attach or feed off of you, okay? Now I'm going to tell you something. I've had, it was last year, I was doing a reading, and it was, I'll never forget it, because I had the spirit in here, okay? And it was not good. It was not good at all. It was bad, okay? This was like a spirit, this spirit, I believe it was a father or grandfather that had, you know, done some bad things to their daughter or granddaughter, okay? And it was hard for me to do the reading. I felt his presence, and it's like it was bad. I went ahead and I finished the reading, and I didn't like it because I don't like putting stuff out there, but somebody needed to hear it, and sure enough, okay, that was meant for somebody. But after it was over, I literally felt sick. I had to ring my bell, you know. I grabbed a crystal, I saged, and then finally it hadn't left, and I just, you know, I had to tell that spirit that it had to leave. It was not welcome here. And I had to let that spirit know, okay, who I am, okay, and the power that I have within me, all right, and what will happen to him if he doesn't leave, okay? And, you know, I work with dark and light energies. You know, if you're a light worker, I don't care what they say. If you're a light worker, a real light worker, you have to know how to use the forces and the nature of the, you know, the dark as well, okay? And they call that black magic. And it's overrated. It shouldn't even be called that. But there's a balance. You can't have one without the other, okay? You can't have one without the other. If you're using dark magic, and let's say you're doing dark magic, you're doing a ritual because maybe you're needing, you're asking an entity or a deity for knowledge, okay? Well, you're going to use your white magic, okay, to call upon Archangel Michael, okay? That's who I usually call upon for protection, all right? And you want to, you know, so I'm not even going to go off into that. See, I'm fixing to go off into something else. But what I'm saying is, okay, I let that spirit know, hey, do you want to get, I will bind you to an object, and you will not be able to roam. So I was being nice, okay? And I let it go, and it left, and it's never been back, okay? But like I said, you can't have one without the other, all right? You just got to know how to work with the energies, you guys, and keep a balance. Now, for protection, you want to let that energy know, or that spirit know, I am, okay? I have the power, you know, to, you know, destroy you, basically. where you can't roam, you can't, you know, pass through. They don't like that. They don't want to hear that. They'll bounce. I'm telling you that right now. I've had some spirits that were mischievous. They like to scare me and stuff. And yeah, when I put my foot down on them and threaten them, they bounce just like that as well. It's crazy, but they know. They're like, oh, you know what I mean? So they bounce. Now, you can envision, okay, a circle, light around you, okay? You can put a shield around you, and it's all visualization, okay, is how you do it. Call upon Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is the, you know, that's the protector, okay? That's the archangel that protects us, all right? So I hope that answered your question. You see, you guys, I'll go off. I've just got so much stuff to say. I'll go off in another direction, okay? Bless my heart. And I do. I have a lot to share with you guys. A lot. Okay? And, you know, I will make a video on making a candle, a protection candle, okay, that you can make yourself. I'll show you. Okay? I'll show you different kinds. One you can buy, and one that you can roll up and make yourself, put herbs in, and you can light that when you are using your tarot. And you always want a candle lit, guys, because that's an open portal. It opens a portal, okay? It opens that space between you and the spirit realm. Always have fire, candle, okay? That's very important. See, I forgot about that. Now, I hope that answered that. It's all up here, okay? You have to, you know, you have to let them know who's boss, okay? And that you're not afraid of them. Do not show fear. You show fear, you're going to have some problems, okay? Rhonda Joe. Okay, I've already done that one. All right, I think I'm done. I think I am done, you guys. Friends. Okay, yes. Woohoo! All right, now we can get down to business here, okay? The Fool, all right? You know, you guys leave a comment. Well, I tell you what, I'm going live tomorrow. I hope I am. I think I've got it figured out, you guys. I'm going live at 7:10 p.m. Central Standard Time, all right? I want to talk to you guys about, you know, what you're learning, because I know in the comments it's hard for me to write a bunch of, you know, to put a lot into the comments section. But I want to know what, you know, what you get from the Fool. What, you know, what comes through for you, what stands out to you, what symbolism means something to you, okay? I want to know, so you can leave it in the comments, and I will touch on it tomorrow night, okay, when I go live, because I do want to, it's going to be discussing, okay, what we've learned so far, and I will be doing that a lot, okay, because I want to be able to answer your questions as well. So make sure you write them down, okay, especially when I get ready to go live. So the Fool, we're talking about new beginnings. We are talking about, you know, is this Fool fixing to, you know, take a leap of faith when he doesn't have a plan, when he hasn't set any goals, he's just running off, you know? Or is this the Fool that has thought everything through and knows what he wants? You know, it's that type of energy. Which Fool is it, okay? That's what you want to touch base on. Is somebody being naive and ignorant, or has somebody really thought this through and now they're ready to take a positive, you know, leap of faith and risk, all right? Now, remember, Uranus, okay, is associated with the Fool, okay, and the King of Swords is associated with the Fool. The Wheel of Fortune is associated with the Fool. Aquarius, okay, Aquarius. And the numbers 5 and 7 are associated with the Fool. Okay. Let me see this. So we have the Fool. Now the associated numbers are 5 and 7, but this is also associated with the King of Swords, the Star, Uranus, and Aquarius. But that gets in really deep, okay? And that's why I'm not, somebody asked about this, so that's why I went in a little bit deeper with the Fool today, giving you that info, because someone had asked about it, all right? So you guys, please let me know what the Fool, what this means to you, what you've learned about it, the symbolism, okay? Today we're going to do the Magician, all right? Now, the Magician, okay, is a wonderful energy. It's powerful. This is where you learn, okay, how powerful you are. This is where you learn that you are the alchemist of your life. This is where you learn it's up to you to create your reality. And guess what? You hold all the tools within you to do so. All right? And that's what's awesome. And you guys, I'm telling you, it's pretty amazing, but you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. All right? All right. I'm going to read you a little bit about the Magician. Now, I wish I had, let's see here. Now, I'll hold it. Yeah, that won't work. Well, anyway, that's not going to work. What am I doing? I'm not even thinking today. There we go. There we go. Okay. The Magician. Now, key words. You want to write these down. Hidden power. Magical ability. Mastering unseen forces and inner guidance. Okay? A powerful and wise figure. The Magician represents the ability to understand and command the unseen forces that operate in the universe. That's what I was talking about a moment ago with the spirits. Usually, he's depicted as a male figure who stands alone with the tools of his trade before him. As a witch, you'll surely recognize them: the wand, chalice, pentagram, and the athame. As discussed in Chapter 2, these tools also appear as the 4 suits in the minor arcana. The Magician's knowledge enables him to manipulate the material world by aligning it with the spiritual plane, so he can create the circumstances he desires. That's what you do when you cast spells. That's the essence of magic. When the Magician shows up in a reading, he indicates you have special powers, but you may not realize them yet, or you may not be using your powers. Use your intellect, intuition, talents, and practical skills to manifest your dreams. The Magician reminds you that you're constantly creating your reality and that your thoughts are the forerunners of manifestation. He can represent your inner guide who, if you listen carefully, will help you fulfill your potential. Listen to your intuition, your own inner guidance. That's your higher self, okay? Your higher self knows all. Okay, when you have that light bulb moment where something just pops into your mind and you're like, that's a great idea. There you go. Where do you think it came from? Magic is believing in yourself. If you can do that, you can make anything happen, okay? All right, now listen. The Magician recommends getting in touch with the unseen world instead of focusing on the material one. They aren't separate, and what we usually think of as reality is an illusion. The presence of the 4 magic tools, which also represent the 4 elements, as discussed on this card, suggests that everything you need is right there at your fingertips. You're connecting with your power and aligning yourself with the universal forces to achieve your goals and desires. Now, I'm going to give you 3 different meanings, okay? In a reading about money, the magician tells you to tap into the universal flow to attract abundance. You possess the resources, inner and outer, to generate wealth. This card can also advise you to take control of a financial matter. If this reading is about your job, this card encourages you to use your spiritual and physical resources correctly to take command of your life and master the circumstances around you. Trust yourself and your inner guidance. The magician can also symbolize a position in a spiritual field or studying spiritual wisdom. In a reading about love, this card may represent a relationship that contains a strong spiritual or magical element. You and a partner may be on a spiritual path together, encouraging and inspiring one another. All right. That's powerful, you guys. I love it. Now, now the magician is associated with Gemini and Virgo, okay? Mercury, all right, is their ruler, and that's the connection, okay? So let's take a look here. All right, key words, you guys. Personal power, intention, will, resourcefulness. When you get this card in a reading, you have the potential to make things happen. The key to taking control of your life is to have a vision and then take action to make it happen. Intention and action are both required. When your intentions and actions are aligned, real magic occurs. Start gathering the resources you need to meet your goals. The universe is empowering you to manifest your vision. Take advantage of this opportunity by staying focused on your goals and applying your power. Now listen. It took me 6 months to gather up all the stuff that I needed. A laptop, camera, okay? What I needed to start my channel, okay? I had the vision for 2 years before that, okay? It took me 2 years to realize, whoa, I need to start taking action. And that was the action that I took, okay? I took money, went and bought a laptop 1 week. The next payday, went and bought a camera, okay? Just gathering stuff up, getting cards, was taking action. My higher self promised me, told me, you start your channel, you're going to be successful. You'll have 100,000 subscribers within a year. I told my daughter and my son-in-law this, and you know, they've had my back the whole time. You guys have been very supportive, but they were like, oh, that's, you know, setting it a bit high, aren't you? And I was like, you know, my higher self spirit already told me that I was going to have success. And I tell you what, I didn't meet that goal in December, but in January, the next month, I did, okay? So, and if you know, that's pretty powerful. And if you want to think about it, I set that goal for New Year's, okay? Well, December. And I started in October, okay, of 2018. So I guess it'd been 2 months, maybe 2 months over, but it happened, okay? And it all happened because I listened to that voice, that I've listened to Spirit, my guides, constantly on me. And you know, when I say that, it's that, God, I need to do this. I need to do this. Something that just keeps coming into your mind, you know, being shown to you. It's happening for a reason. That's your guides. That's your higher self communicating with you. And a lot of times we will fight. we'll battle, okay? We'll push it aside. And you got to take action, and you got to not be, you know, your own worst enemy. Okay? I'm a professional in that. I know that all too well. Like when I tell you guys manifesting, okay? If you set your intentions, you manifest, and you put all your energy into it, the emotion, the feeling, okay? Then you claim it, it's over, you believe it, and you act like, you walk around like whatever it is you were wanting to manifest, you already have it. Okay? You don't just go and sit on the couch and think that stuff's going to come flying from the universe because you set your intentions. It doesn't work that way. Whatever it was that you are manifesting, you got to start taking the steps towards that goal, okay? Just like I told you, every payday I bought something, you know, that was going to be that I was needed to start my channel. And when you go with the flow of it, and when you are in alignment, I told you guys over and over, and you're listening, man, miracles happen. Things unfold for you, okay? You get blessed. I'm telling you. All right. The magician is associated with the element air, okay? And it's the number 1. Number 1, okay, means 1 is the seed that holds the potential for new growth. 1 is the starting point, or the presentation of an opportunity. 1 represents the masculine principle of creation. The energy of the 1 must be acted upon in order for growth to occur. 1 is the number of the root chakra, which is the foundation of the system. 1 is associated with the magician, the wheel of fortune, the sun, and all of the aces, okay? Now, air, the element. Air is one of the 4 classical elements in ancient Greek philosophy and science. It was commonly associated with the mind, soul, and the breath of life. The direction of air is east, okay? Now, see, we learned about this yesterday because the Fool is associated with the same energies as well. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys. This is the symbolism that's in this card, okay? And they mean something, all right? So we have the cup. The cup is a receptive vessel associated with the feminine and the element water. The meaning of the cup in a particular card will depend on whether it is upright or overturned and what is in it. Okay. Wands. Wands are a symbol of the element of fire. Now the cup there with the magician represents that element because the magician has all 4 tools, elements, okay, to work with. Has everything he needs, we need, all right? Now wands are a symbol of the element of fire. Wands represent inspiration, life force, motivation, power, and desire. They represent the connection between the spiritual and material. As when we think of magic wands. Now another thing I want to add, whenever you see a wand and there's like little growths, okay, like little growths coming off of it, got my little tree right here, little sprouts, okay, that can represent the beginning of, you know, growth and expansion as long as you nurture it, okay? All right. Sword. The sword. Swords symbolize the element air and the activities of the mind. Honor, virtue, communication, rationality, and elimination are represented by the sword. Pentacles, in some decks called coins, represent the element earth. They symbolize money, the material world, security, and nature. Rose. Roses represent the beauty of life and hope for the future. Red roses symbolize passion, action, the masculine essence, and blood. White roses represent spiritual purity and transformation. The 5-pointed white rose is a symbol of the union of the 4 elements plus the 5th element, spirit. Lily. The lily is a symbol of purity and innocence, but also of fertility and motherhood. It is also a symbol of feminine divinity or the goddess. Finally, this flower is associated with the Germanic goddess. Oh, I do not know if I can. Este or Esther. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's Eostre. The pagan celebration of fertility, Ostera, and the Christian holiday, Easter. And then we have infinity, okay, the infinity, the 8 on its side. The infinity symbol, or luminescate, represents the interaction of energy and matter, and the indestructibility. It represents the wholeness of existence and the inseparability of all parts of life. Okay. Mercury is the planet, you guys. Mercury is the innermost and smallest planet in the solar system. In mythology, Mercury is messenger to the gods and god of trade, merchants, and travel. Mercury is associated with intelligence, communication, agility, perception, enterprise, and local travel. All right? The first chakra, the third chakra, the 7th chakra. Okay? Those are all connected to the magician. And the rune for the magician is Ansu's, God, breath. Ansu's is Odin's rune, the principal Norse god. Ansu stands for wisdom, knowledge, mental stability, and insight. The rune may be referring to a message, to the power of communication, especially the ability to listen. Okay? All right, here are the colors and crystals that are associated with the magician. And I know one of you said I was going way too fast yesterday. I'm sorry, you guys. These videos will be left up forever, okay? As long as I have a channel. So don't worry about it. They will be up. So if you need to keep going back, feel free to do so, okay? All right. Give me just a second, all right? Okay. So, you want to know how to read cards together. This is what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to integrate them, you know, because we're going to touch base on every single one of them every day. You have to, because you've got to make sure that you can't just, you know, leave the Fool behind and then 50 cards later, you probably won't even remember what the Fool is about, okay? That's why, unless you've been studying, all right? Now, when you want to bring these cards together, reading them together, if you have the Fool, all right, and the Magician, it does, you know, matter what position they are in. But let's say these flew out, and this is an extra message right here, okay? What this tells me is that you're ready. You're ready to take action. You're ready to take the first steps of bringing a manifestation, okay, and bring it into your reality. You are believing in yourself. You're taking that leap of faith, and you're claiming it, okay? That's what I get from that. You know, this is the Fool that is making plans, that has goals, okay, and is most likely to achieve them, all right, because he's put a lot of thought into it. He understands how powerful he is, okay? All right, this is you understanding that you are the creator. You are, or I am, okay, the God and Goddess within. If you don't like your life, the only way it's going to change is if you change it, okay? You know, It's up to you. If you don't like something, it's up to you to change it. Plain and simple. A lot of people don't want to hear that. They want to think, they want to sit and hope that a miracle is going to happen, or God's going to, you know, take care of it for them. I'm going to tell you guys something. It's up to you, okay? You've got to take action. You know, spirit, you know, sometimes you have a miracle, okay? You know, I've had a lot, okay? I really have. But it happened when I got in alignment with my life path, okay? My mission. And here I am. But I took action, okay? I started, you know, I not only manifested it, okay? And set my intentions, and understood and realized how powerful I am, and that I can do this, okay? And that I'm going to do this. I spoke it, like I told you. I told my daughter and my son-in-law, I will have 100,000 subscribers. And they're like, oh, okay. No, it's like, your mother's probably crazy. And here I am, okay? But I took action. I took the steps that were needed, you know, and it was rough. I didn't make much money. Take it, that's a whole paycheck right there. You know, but my daughter and my son-in-law, they've been so generous, and have, you know, it's I tell you what, they have been here for me, okay, and they've had my back. And I quit my job to start my channel, which meant I was going to go without money for a while. And you know what? They were like, just do it, Mom. Go ahead and do it. You know, if this is what you're meant to be doing, this is what you want to do, quit your job. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You won't want for nothing. And that's beautiful, and that's amazing. I'm about to tear up. You know, I love my family. I have a good family. I just, you know, I know a lot of people don't have that, okay? You don't have that option or opportunity to do so. But you always keep looking, because I'm telling you, things will line up. There will be something that comes out of nowhere, because Spirit has sit and watched you, okay? Sit and watched you take one step after the next, okay? And that's when they're all like, oh, well, I guess, you know, they're serious about this. They're, you know, they really want this. You know, that's how, you know, I'm telling you, that's when things start unfolding. And I honestly believe it's the God of the universe, or Spirit, you know, making sure that certain doors will open up for you, okay, in order for you to be able to take another step forward to reach your goal, you guys. But you have to be active, and that is what the magician is all about, action, okay? And, you know, it's important that you understand how powerful you are, okay? Each and every one of us are. We've been lied to our whole lives about how powerful we are, okay? Let me put it to you this way, you guys. Jesus, okay, in the Bible, the way they have it written, he was one hell of a magician, okay? Now let me tell you something. He was, you know, that's us. That's all of us. We all have that power within, but you have to believe it, and you have to claim it, and you have to, that's how you have to be, okay? I hope I'm making sense here, you guys. I talk a lot, but I'm starting to feel comfortable now. I had such a hard time earlier. I spent 40 minutes, I think, doing a video, and it's that Virgo that comes out, and I'm just, it's perfectionism. I think that, oh no, I said that wrong, or I feel like I've said too many things wrong, or didn't pronounce it right. And, you know, now I've got myself down, you know, calm down, and here I am. All right. I love y'all, and y'all are so kind. All your kind words, it means so much to me. It really does. So I'm going to read from this, and then we're going to go. We're going to go ahead and go for the day. And like I said, tomorrow night I'm going live. Now, if I'm not able to go live on Taria, Goddess of Earth, you can bet I will be getting on Hidden Truth Tarot, because we are going to discuss, you know, our class. All right, I want to discuss it live with you guys, and you know, answer your questions and stuff that you may have. Okay. All right, the Magician, the card for uniqueness and singularity. You can do magical things too, and you will witness miracles. Every person is special and has his or her own individual claim on eternity. You too will achieve something that no one else has ever managed before, okay? Now, spiritual experience, becoming one with oneself, God, and the world. The universe loves you and needs you, okay? You know, if you get this card as the card of the day, expand your horizons. Make use of all your opportunities, all right? For success and happiness, your ideas are your seed corn. Nobody else has the same ones, and nobody can take them away from you, okay? Now, let me look. I'm going to look one more thing up here. Oh, there we go. Now remember, you guys, Mercury, the planet, is, the Magician is associated with Mercury, okay, the planet Mercury. And Gemini and Virgo, okay, are ruled by Mercury, all right? I'm going to put together, this will be another video that I do, and it's working with planetary hours and days, okay, when you're setting your intentions, when you're manifesting something. You know, there's certain days that you're going to want to use. You want to, you know, if you're wanting to manifest something, you know, and start a new beginning and bring something into your reality, you want to use the day of Mercury. You want to use a certain hour. I'm going to do all that, okay, because it's important. You can really make stuff happen, okay, doing that as well. So I will do that. I'm going to be touching base on all the phases of the moon as well, okay, because you can use every single phase of the moon, okay, for something, all right, to benefit you. All right, you guys, I bless my heart. I know the beginning. I'm gonna watch the beginning of this, and I'm gonna, you know, be like, oh my gosh. All right, my throat. My mouth was dry. I love you guys. You know, this is just all new to me, and I can see myself, like I said, it just stresses me out, okay? I'm a Virgo. I know you guys already know this, and I'm pretty hard on myself, okay? It's hard for me to say something, a sentence, you know, broken up, or a word that comes out wrong, I can't pronounce it right, or if I stutter, then it's like, oh, I can't, you know, and I've got to get over it. I've got to get over myself, right? So this is going to help me as well, doing these classes with you guys and coming on here like this. You're going to help me get over my, you know, insecurities and my fear, okay, and doubting myself. And again, you guys are part of my journey, and, you know, and I'm a part of your journey equally, okay? There is not one of us better than the other. We are all one, okay? And I wouldn't be here without you guys, and you are amazing, each and every single one of you, okay? Show up tomorrow, 7:10, okay? 7:10 p.m. Central Standard Time. If I do not show up, okay, if something happens and it says that I cannot go live, then I will be going live on Hidden Truth Tarot. I will be going live one way or the other, okay? Because I want to discuss, and I want to hear y'all's questions, and I want to know what your interpretation is of these energies, okay? The more, the better, all right? The more, the better. Remember, take what fits and throw out what doesn't, okay? You don't have to make everything fit. Remember that. All right, you guys. I will see you tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye.